I'm going to show you how to get the integration for QuickBooks on your Monday account. So first, we're going to go over here and open the app marketplace. We're going to search for integration for QuickBooks. You could actually just search QuickBooks. We are one of the only apps that service QuickBooks in Monday. We're going to add this to your account if you haven't done so already. And here, there'll be a little bit more information before you can install. Now, when you install the app, it's going to ask you if you want to start with a template or your own workspace. We recommend you start with a template because it's much easier to understand for a first-time user. You'll choose your workspace. I'm going to add my app. And now here is the integration for QuickBooks template. It includes the Welcome to IQ page, which includes our user guide and some frequently asked questions and more information. And then we have our invoices, customers, and draft invoices board. So everything is here. Now all that's left to do is to connect to your QuickBooks account and get rolling. So we're going to go into our invoices board. And here, as well as on the customers board, you will see two different views. One is the main table view, which looks a lot like any other Monday board that you would see, columns and items. And then the second is the integration for QuickBooks board view. And this is really where our app is. And so the first thing, if you've never been here before, you will see this option to start your free trial and to begin your account. If you click this button, you can pay for the entire year and get 50% off. Otherwise, you can just pay monthly. So we're going to do that. It's going to take you to a checkout page where you can put in your card info. So take care of this, and then you will get access. After you've put in your payment information, you'll come back to this board view where it will ask you to connect to QuickBooks. In this pop-up, you're going to log into your QuickBooks account. I've already been logged in, and so now I will just connect. And then I will authorize the connection. After doing that, the data mapping dialog will appear. Because we're in the invoices board, we want to map to the invoice entity. Then it will ask you if you want to sync all your invoices from QuickBooks. If your business has, say, more than 500 invoices, you might not want to sync all of your invoices just because that could be a lot of information in your Monday board. So I'm going to say no here. And I'm only going to show invoices from the past, we'll say 5 months. And I can make this number bigger in the future, and I can make this number smaller in the future just after deleting some information. So here we've got all of our fields automatically selected for the mapping. And so we will sync. Now, because I selected not to map all of my invoices over to Monday, this number will not be reached in the sync. Instead, this number is going to stop early. So when that number stops, I'll be able to refresh my page and see all of my synced invoices in Monday. So this is going to take a while. And so while you're waiting for this to finish up, you can do something in another window. Just leave this running in the background and come back to it. Okay, so now I finished my sync and I refreshed my page, and now I see all of my synced invoices from QuickBooks here in my Monday board. If I click into an invoice, I can see the customer, any of these other fields connected to it, product or service, discount information, messages, everything you need to see, all right here. I can then save or I can send an invoice right here in Monday. Likewise, if I make any changes to any of this information here on the Monday board, that information will also be changed in my QuickBooks account. And so this can ensure that your data will be the same on both platforms because of our AutoSync feature. If I go to the main table board, I'll see all of the same information, but in a Monday board view. And this is really handy because now I can take this information and set up some Monday automations to send this invoice information to other parts of my Monday workspace. All right, now that invoices is synced, we're going to do the same thing on our customers board. We're going to go to the integration for QuickBooks view. This time, because we're on the customers board, we're going to map to customer, make sure our fields are accurate, and sync. Now this shouldn't take nearly as long because you probably have less customers than you do invoices. But same thing here, when this sync is finished, we'll refresh our page. So we'll come back when that's ready. Great, so my sync was complete. I refreshed my page and now I've got all of my customer information here in monday.com. If I click on a customer, I see all of my customer related fields along with any invoices that have been sent to that customer. What I can do from here as well is I can send an invoice directly to that customer. My invoice field will pop up. And if I edit any of this information, same as the invoices board, that information will automatically be updated in your QuickBooks account as well. Now, if I look at the main table, same as the customers board, same as the invoices board, the customers board will have all of the same information, but in a Monday board view. So you can link this information to other parts of your Monday account. All right, and our last board in our template is the draft invoices board. And here it's a simple Monday board with columns that all map to the columns that would exist in a QuickBooks invoice. Now, in order to set this up properly, we'll also need to go to our invoices board on the integration for QuickBooks view and click this settings button here on the far right and go to configure auto create. Now here we need to link the auto create feature to our draft invoices board. So we'll select draft invoices board. When invoice status changes to click to generate, we will create an invoice. Now this is a direct mapping to your draft invoices board to make sure each of these things are mapping correctly to the items there. Now this part can be tricky because it's completely custom according to what your business needs are. So I recommend taking a look at our user guide and doing some trial and error here until you get things exactly how you want it. All right, so I've finished mapping all of my fields from my configure auto create dialog. Now I'm back on my draft invoices board and I've selected and input all of the information I want on my invoice. I've got due date set to create automatically based on my terms, and so I will not put a due date in. I have my product and service listed, my service date, my product description and rate are going to be pulled from my QuickBooks account for my new service. Everything is ready to go. I'm going to click to generate. And this will do two things. One, it's going to move the invoice status to created and put it in the created invoice section on your draft invoices board. And secondly, it's going to create that invoice in your QuickBooks account. And then after that, it will soon auto sync into your invoices board in Monday. And after a couple of minutes and refreshing my page, here is my newly created invoice on my invoices board with all of the information that I put in on my draft invoices. Service date, product, quantity. There you go. Same as before, I can make any changes to this and those changes will reflect in QuickBooks. And that is how you get set up in the integration for QuickBooks. If you have any other questions, please reach out to our support via our website at platformpioneers.com/contact-us, and we will be with you every step of the way. Thanks for watching.